Previously on Survivor Cherry Tree Woods, the remaining members of Punyan Sana merged into one tribe, starting the individual portion of the game. The castaways immediately battled in their first individual immunity challenge, testing who wanted it the most. One by one, the castaways dropped, leaving Kevin as the last person standing, earning him individual immunity. After a grueling night, the castaways scrambled to decide who to vote off before Tribal Council. At Tribal Council, lines were drawn and alliances were broken when Jeanette was blindsided, making her the first member of the jury. 9 are left. Who will be voted out tonight?
I heard of one plan before we went in, and then when we were walking there, Paul said it may be Jeanette, so we were trying to place votes on someone else. Mitch said Paul, but we thought he was just trying to feed us some lies because he's clearly aligned with Dan, Dave, Paige, Molly.
I think it was 6 Jeanette, 3 me, 1 Paul. Always with the hinky votes. Always like over random vote.
We missed one.
Okay, but that doesn't make any sense. If you're saying the 3 purple voted free and Paul didn't vote for himself.
Oh yeah. I don't know.
So original purple wanted to stay purple strong, and a part of me wanted to do that too, but I thought mathematically it didn't matter how I voted, so I just voted for Jeanette to stay in the majority.
So I'm thinking about them doing that probably in your essence.
I'm not sure if that was correct, but that's what I did.
We were 1-day rafting yesterday, so we finished off.
I know.
Alright, welcome to your first individual immunity challenge of the day. Kevin, I will take back the immunity idol. Today you are playing in a game called Touchy Subjects. You guys all just filled out a survey, and I'm going to each ask you the same exact questions again. However, you want to answer this time what you think the majority of you all said. If you get the question correctly, you will be able to take down someone's name tag up there and burn it in the fire. Once all 3 of your names are gone, you're out of the challenge and you have no shot at immunity. All right, first question. Who would you trust with your life? All right, everyone show me your answers. I have a Paige, Mitch, Kevin, Dave, Dan, Paul. The correct answers are Dave and Paige. So hold up your answers. Dan gets a point. Step forward. Christina, Mitch, Dave. All right, Dan, you're first.
I like that.
All right, Kevin, you got a point off. Christina, you're up.
Sorry, Kevin.
Ooh,
Just need a coffee now.
we got some targeting. Mitch. Yellow, right for Molly. All right, last up, Dave. Dave, we have to take Kevin out. Kevin, that's 3. You are out. Sorry, you can drop your board and exit the line. All right, second question. Who would be least likely to survive on an island? Ready? Reveal. We got a Tina, a Molly, Molly, Nicole, Molly, 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 Molly. The correct answer was Molly. All right, we're gonna start with Tina this time. Nicole takes a hit. Nicole, you're up. Tina takes a hit. Molly, go ahead.
Mitch, I'm returning.
That's all I knew where I was going.
Of course.
Mitch takes a hit. Dave? Paul takes a hit.
No, I still gotta go, right?
Paige, you're up. Mitch takes a hit. All right, Paul. Dave takes a hit.
Thought I lived there. Thought he'd let me go.
All right, next question. Who mistakenly thinks they are running the game? All right, reveal. Mitch, Dan, Mitch, Tina, Paul, Dan, Dan, Dan. One person got it right. The correct answer was Tina. Mitch got it right. All right, Mitch gets a hit.
So, just return.
It's okay. That's fair.
Oh, that's tic tac.
All right, Paige takes a hit. Let's check the board real quick. Dan has all 3 of his hits. Dave has 2. Nicole has 2. Molly has 2. Tina has 2. Paige has 2. Paul has 2. And Mitch has 1. Next question. Who is most likely to stab you in the back? Everyone got an answer? Reveal. Mitch, Tina, Dan, fuck him, Dan, Tina, Paul, Dan. The correct answer was Dan. If you got Dan right, you can step forward, please. Nicole, Mitch, Molly, and Paul. We'll start with Nicole this time.
I don't want to get stabbed in the back, so.
Dan takes his first hit. Mitch, you're up. Dan takes his second hit. Molly, you're up. Paul takes a hit. All right, Paul.
What you guys gonna learn?
No, that was fair.
All right. Who does not deserve to still be in the game? All right, reveal. Dan, Molly, Dan, Nicole, Molly, Nicole, Paige, Molly. The correct answer was Dan. Dan got it right, Nicole. Dan, you're gonna go first this time. Dan takes Mitch out of the game. All right, Nicole. Dan's out of the game. All right. Who is most likely to make it to the final tribal council? All right, reveal. Paige, Mitch, Tina. The correct answer was Paige. Christina, Nicole, and Molly got it right. We'll start with Molly this time. Dave takes a hit.
That's crazy.
Oh, that's a flop right there.
I don't sleep in a blanket. I don't have a shirt. All of a sudden.
Nicole, you can go this time. Paige takes a hit. All right, Christina.
Sorry, Dave.
All right, Dave, you're out of the game. Who is the most likable person in the game? Reveal. Dan, Paige, Nicole, Dave, Molly. Paige got it right. It was Dave.
Nicole, I'm just going to return the favor.
All right, let's check the board real quick. Nicole has 1 hit left. Molly has 1 hit left. Tina has 2. Paige and Paul also have 1. All right. Who mistakenly thinks they are smart? All right. Reveal. Everyone's correct. It was Dan.
Wow! I'm ready for that.
Paul, you're going to go first this time.
I honestly think I want to ruin myself with survey.
All right, Tina. Everyone's down to 1. Paige, who are you taking out of this game? Paul, you're out. The ladies making it to the Final Four. Molly, who are you taking out of this game? Paige, you are out. Nicole. All right, Tina, you are out of the game, but you will decide who gets immunity. Nicole, I'm sorry, you are out. Molly wins immunity.
Oh my gosh! Okay, great. Thank you.
You're welcome. You are safe from the vote.
Thank you.
You guys will have a few minutes to strategize. We will go to tribal council soon.
And that's what I'm saying. Like when he asked who was least likely to survive, I wrote Nicole on the whiteboard, but I'm like sitting here thinking about my answer. I was like, I definitely put Molly because she cried last night.
Dan and Paige and Dave and like Tina have been kind of, I think they're kind of leading it a little bit more. I'm following, so I'm like sort of in it, but I'm not really making the suggestions.
Dan was offended that no one voted me for that one.
I'm venting to her about herself not.
He's like, what are you talking about? You would never survive. Exactly. So then I'm like, as opposed to like folders, and then we grab whatever we want. Yeah. I was trying to my color.
Oh, I said that 20 people are just standing around watching.
Wow.
And I actually slept like Friday night too, so
Oh,
I'm gonna even rep for this.
yeah.
Tina won't understand because she's not.
The sleep. Well, I didn't sleep.
So we go. No, what happened to your arm? Oh, yeah. Not for contact up. Okay. That's true. No, listen, I just gotta be on the same page there.
Is that the same page? Is that it? Is that a
It's too short.
I feel like I'm kind of playing a little too hard right now, trying to play both sides. I probably need to pick a side because I feel like I keep on like talking to Original Purple, then talking to kind of my new alliance, and that's being clocked.
What do you think we're talking about? No, I just said Nicole.
Oh, I'm down with that.
Which one? I don't care.
I don't care either. I also don't deserve to be here.
Like I wouldn't be surprised if I'm a target soon, but maybe not. Maybe I'm playing better than I think.
So you think it's
They're telling them to pull Molly in. Because you got to pick them. And just inquiring. So that's what Paul's telling them, that we're voting you. But not Song. Even though it's about Song, but she's been playing herself.
I don't, yeah. Definitely.
And then Martha shit. So.
Put into that pot.
Yeah.
Joseph's Tina working
We gotta go to Paige. We're gonna say it's with you, Molly, me, you, Mitch, and Paul.
I think people are very clear to the fact that everyone thinks she's playing the best game right now, based especially on the survey results. So I think a lot of people got aired out in that, you know.
Yeah, so we're just gonna tell them it's you, just because they're gonna think we want to split you and Molly, but Molly's safe.
I know.
Great, and it's my bad.
I think no matter what, this tribal is going to tell you whether or not Mitch is working with you.
Yeah. Playing the game, baby. Playing the game.
All right, let's get to tribal council. Let's talk about that challenge that really revealed a lot of things about this tribe. Kevin, you were out immediately. Do you think that's going to be the case for this tribal?
There's definitely a chance.
Dan, you took a lot of heat during that game. Yeah, I think you were voted. Yeah, you tell me. What were you voted?
I think the most shocking one was the non-deserving.
Yeah. What do you have to say about that? You don't think people don't think that you're deserving to be here?
I mean, I kind of agree. They gotta pick someone.
Christina, you were voted most likely to think that they were running the game.
Yeah.
How concerned are you that that will affect you a little?
I saw that question on the quiz and I thought I was getting that. I'm not sure why, but I was assuming it's the same reason that I'm getting votes most tribals. So
Yeah,
I felt like that was all wrapped together in the same thing.
Yeah, you do keep getting votes every tribal, but just barely getting by. 2 people were out on the votes last tribal, or I guess technically 3. Does anyone want to admit that they were out of the votes last tribal? Okay, so everyone wants to think that they're in the majority. All right, so Paige, how do you navigate this portion of the game?
It's really hard. I feel like for me, pretty much just going vote by vote, trying to figure out what's best for my personal game.
Okay. Mitch, are you thinking still short-term game, or are you thinking long-term game? Are you thinking about who you can beat at the end?
Yeah, I mean, at this point, I'm just trying to get by.
Just trying to get by?
Everybody's kind of in it for themselves at this point. You know, we kind of down to the nitty-gritty.
Paul, where do you fit in with this group?
I'm like a free agent out on the market.
Hoping someone picks you up.
I sit there and I just kind of like, hang on the driveway and go like this. People walk over to me and they go, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Nothing much." And then on the walk over, people tell me who's voting for who. And it's usually a bunch of different stuff, and my name gets thrown in there a bunch. So I'm like, all right, it looks like I'm out this week.
Well, you're still here. Were you shocked to see your name?
Shocked? No, I thought there was going to be more of my name last try. Well, I thought I was gone. So.
Christina, were you shocked that you saw your name again?
I shouldn't have been, but I was surprised.
Molly, you won immunity. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Do you felt like you needed that?
I always feel like I do. Yeah.
You think you're a big threat or just an easy target?
I think easy target.
Nicole, do you think you're an easy target?
Probably.
Dave, you don't think you're an easy target?
I think you can make arguments either way. So you could say, "I'm just going to talk too much. You have to both run into the other one." You get it.
Mitch, did it concern you in a game where you eliminated people that the 4 women were the last 4?
Well, at the end, when we kind of started looking around and realized all the guys were the ones out, it didn't really concern me, but it was just kind of...
The guys did talk about that. The guys did notice
talk
that.
about it. We did think that the women might try to align at some point.
Paige, do you think that the guys could form something? They have the numbers right now.
They have the majority.
So how do you counteract that? Do you trust the alliances that you built prior to that?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we'll start voting. Paige, you can go first.
This is the first time I feel like maybe I am not in the majority, but we will see.
Sorry, Paige, but I think you're the biggest threat to win the game.
Pretty sure you voted for me last time. You might be voting for me again, so hopefully it's not me.
All goes to plan. We're splitting one of the couples. I think the other people think it may be Dave. Hopefully.
All right, I'll go tally the votes. If anyone has the hidden immunity idol, now would be the time to play it. Alright, once the votes are read, the decision is final. The person voted out will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. I'll read the votes. First vote, Paige. Nicole. One vote Paige, one vote Nicole. Nicole. It's 2 votes Nicole, 1 vote Paige. Paige. We're tied. 2 votes Paige, 2 votes Nicole. Nicole. That's 3 votes Nicole, 2 votes Paige. Paige. We're tied again. 3 votes Nicole, 3 votes Paige. Nicole. That's 4 votes Nicole, 3 votes Paige, 2 votes left. The 8th person voted out and the 2nd member of our jury. Nicole. Nicole, you need to bring me your torch. Nicole, Travis spoken.
Time to take a shower.
Nice job.
Another split vote. I think some people were surprised, others weren't. You guys can grab your stuff and head back to camp.
I knew the relations that people had still in there. Dave, Dan, Molly, and Paige, they were going to stick together because they knew the couples are going to be targeted. Me, Paul, and Kevin were kind of on the outs. Tina and Mitch are sticking together. So I kind of saw it coming, but we're trying to rally up everyone to get Paige, but I guess some people flipped. I think Tina and Mitch are kind of pairing up as a couple, so I think Paul and Kevin will be next. It was definitely harder than I thought. Sleeping outside sucked. It was so cold. But it was fun. Kind of pissed I have to stay here.